You've seen it, a $3 million zero-sense hypercar. All carbon, electric assist, 850 horsepower. The numbers scream future, the looks scream alien tech, and the price tag? Well, it better win every race. But then it lines up next to something old, something raw. A 1995 McLaren F1 X10 traction control. No dual-clutch gearbox, just a naturally aspirated V12 and 3 seats. And what happens next doesn't make sense. The modern car doesn't destroy it. Sometimes it doesn't even win. How can a car built before Wi-Fi, before smartphones, before Instagram, still go toe-to-toe, or even beat today's tech-laden monsters? It's not a glitch, it's not luck, it's the truth no one wants to admit. Modern supercars are in many ways slower than the legends of the 90s, and nobody wants to talk about it, because it exposes something uncomfortable. We've traded feel for features, soul for software, and in the process, we may have lost what made cars magical in the first place. Let's get to the heart of it. Recently, modern supercars are bloated. Hybrid systems, comfort features, touch screens, sound insulation, cooling systems, cameras, sensors, safety structures. All of it adds mass. The McLaren F1? 2,509 pounds. Ferrari F40? Just under 250. 500. Now compare that to today's Bugatti Chiron? Nearly 400 pounds. Or the SF90 Stradale? Over 3,700. Even the lightweight Huracan Technica hovers around 3,200. Hour has increased. But weight has skyrocketed, and in the real world, weight is the silent killer of speed. Now let's talk feel back in the 90s. You didn't get options like driving mode, you got one mode, manual. The steering wasn't electric, it was hydraulic. The feedback wasn't simulated, it was real. You felt the tires fight. You heard the transmission whine. The throttle wasn't a digital suggestion, it was a direct line to the engine's soul. Modern cars, they isolate you, quiet you, protect you. Yes, they're faster in ideal conditions, but the experience? Filtered, curated, dampened. In a 90s supercar, every shift was a statement. Every downshift, an event, a trust fall. There were no lifelines. No safety nets. If you made a mistake, you paid for it. But because of that, you respected the car. You bonded with it. You remembered every second behind the wheel. And here's the real kicker. Even though the new cars are faster on paper, they don't feel it. Because speed isn't just about numbers. It's about perception. A 0-60 run in a McLaren 720S feels like a simulator. Perfect, clinical, repeatable. But a 0-60 in a Ferrari F50? That's a rush of violence. The clutch hits hard, the tires spin, the rear end dances. You feel alive. It's chaos. And that's the point. We've made cars faster by making them easier to drive. But in doing so, we've robbed drivers of the thrill of speed. Even manufacturers know it. That's why Porsche made the 911R, why Ferrari released the Monza SP1 with no windshield, why Lamborghini gave the Huracan STO no rear seats, no frills, just fury, because they've realized what enthusiasts have been screaming for years. We don't just want fast, we want emotion. Let's rewind. Think about the Diablo. It wasn't refined, it was insane. Every drive felt like a final exam. Now, think of its descendant, the Aventador, still insane, but safer, more polished, more predictable. And what about the Nissan GT-R? The R34 Skyline was a legend. Manual gearbox, AB26 twin-turbo, a car you had to tame. It made you feel like a hero, if you earned it. The modern R35 GT-R. It'll beat anything off the line, but it doesn't ask anything from you. You press a button, and the car handles it all. That's not driving, that's piloting a robot. Even sound has changed. The Ferrari F50 screamed like an F1 car. The Carrera GT's V10 sang through the gears. These weren't just cars, they were now piped-in noise. Digitally enhanced revs, fake downshift crackles, just to sell excitement. The soul of the machine is getting buried, and it's not the engineer's fault. It's regulation, it's expectation, it's the world we built. But here's the twist, we're waking up. Look at the market. McLaren F1 is now worth over $20 million. 0 cents. A clean F40? $3 million, 0 cents, easy. Even 90, 97, 99, like the Super or RX-7, are skyrocketing. Because drivers want back in, they're done with filters. They want cars that scare them again, that challenge them, that make them better, because that's what driving is supposed to do. It's not about being the fastest on paper. It's about being the fastest you. The car isn't supposed to do everything for you. It's supposed to push you to the edge of control and make you want to come back for more. And this is why modern supercars, despite the tech, the power, the price, can't touch the icons of the past. Because they've forgotten one thing. Speed is not the same as thrill. The legends of the 90S didn't just move fast. They reminded you that you were alive. Today you can go 200 mph in silence. Back then, you'd go 130 and feel like a god. And maybe that's what we've lost. Not the numbers, but the narrative. If you're still here, you get it. You're not just watching specs, you're chasing story. The kind of story that starts when the engine turns over and your hands grip the wheel. Drop a comment. Which 90S car would you take over a brand new hypercar? Smash the like button if you've ever turned off traction control, just to feel something. Subscribe for more deep dives into the myths, truths, and soul of driving. And share this with someone who still believes newer is always better. Because sometimes, speed isn't measured in seconds, it's measured in spine-tingling memories. And the cars that gave us those memories are the ones that never slow down.